Hey guys, so today I'm just going to take you through a quick kind of unboxing and then how to get started with your brand new Raspberry Pi 3. So what I did, because I knew nothing about the Raspberry Pi when I got it, is I just got the Raspberry Pi for Dummies kit, which is perfect for me. So let's take a look inside. I've already unboxed it and been using the Raspberry Pi for actually quite some time, so that's not at all what it looks like. I'll just set that over to the side here. So the pièce de résistance, the Raspberry Pi. I believe this is the RAM. We got the CPU here. Maybe that's the RAM. So I don't know what that is. Let's take a look, see what it says. Not sure. I know this is the CPU. I believe the GPU's on it. This might be the RAM. But as for some more concrete stuff that I know for sure, we've got this is essentially a video and audio output. Then we've got here an HDMI, standard size HDMI, very helpful. This is the power. Plugs into a USB. I believe it's USB-C. It's USB mini port is what we've got here. And then we've got an Ethernet cable port, I guess, for USB 2.0, and a bunch of GPIO pins, or general input output purpose pins. So that's what, if you're going to be controlling things like motors and stuff, I believe that kind of the best way to do that is through the GPIO pins, so that's what I'm going to try anyway. Then there's these two. One of them is a camera connector. I'm not sure what the other one is, and I'm not sure which one is which. So not too... I mean, the point of this video is to show you that you don't have to be a computer genius to get one of these set up. So that's the actual board. And I know... I did build my own computer, so I know some things about them. For example, you don't want to really touch the electrical components as much as you can help it. So we're going to pop this in the case they provide in the beginner's kit. Put that on there. Oops. This just pops on there. And then there's a lid for it here, which we don't really need right now, but it does pop on, give you this nice little sealed little unit. So, let's go over a couple other things they give you in the kit. First of all, probably very, very important, is the Raspberry Pi for Dummies. And I'm going to be taking you through, I think, like page 1 or 2 of this thing. Basically just how to get your Raspberry Pi up and running for the first time. But then this also takes you through how to do some basic programming and controlling an LED with Python code. It's right there. And then you can see here this little picture of the general input output purpose pins. We'll get to some of that later in this video. And some just super basic coding. So very helpful, especially if you want to get into computers. The main reason I bought this is because I figured I can program whatever I want, and if it goes horribly wrong, I'm out $35 for a new one. But realistically, I'm only out a couple bucks, or not anything at all, because I can take essentially the hard drive out and just completely wipe it clean and start over. Now, in the Raspberry Pi for Dummies kit, they give you an 8 GB, I believe it's what is it? Yeah, SanDisk. So the same brand here. Maybe you see this SanDisk. Focus. There it goes. SanDisk 30. That's kind of focused. SanDisk 32-bit, a 32 gigabit micro SD card. I'm going to use that as the hard drive instead of the 8 gigabit, just in case I, need more storage. So we've got that. So that's essentially the hard drive. Now let's take a look at what else they give you in this kit, just real quick. They give you some transistors. I believe that's what they're called, resistors, not transistors. Sorry. A few LEDs. I believe these are called leads. So you've got these, which will go, the female end will go on the GPIO pins, and then the male end goes in the breadboard, which is right here. So then, as you can see, the male end would go, in these holes here. And then you do stuff, and I'll hopefully be able to do another video soon where I'll be able to control some LED lights. And then we'll all tie it together, because computers isn't really what you've seen on this channel before. But as I get more advanced, it's going to be more of a power electronics type of thing where you're integrating software and everything. So this is a good start. Exciting things coming up on this channel, by the way. So then we've got these diagrams of the GPIO pins, which ones are grounds, which ones are 5 volt, other things like that. And then resistor color table, which is nice, especially for someone who's never used any of this before. Now, very crucial, the safety regulations and regulatory compliance. And oh, look at that. Should you wish to learn a foreign language, I think it's this way, they've provided instructions for you there. So that's nice. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is show you how to um, format and then download and get completely started with your Raspberry Pi.
Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is get our card formatted. So I'm going to type in SD formatter. Yes. And so we're going to find, let's label our, so here is our, what is it? It is a SanDisk, what is it? Micro SD card, that's what it is, Jesus. So let's rename it to Raspberry Pi. Okay, so now we will go into our SD formatter drive. Is it F? I didn't even bother looking. Nope, drive G. F is a different USB, so we are definitely not going to format that. I've got files and stuff on that. We're going to want to format drive G. Oh, there it is right there. So we are going to hit format. And so now that we've formatted that, by the way, if it's not, you can go into do full format size adjustment on, format it there, or you can do quick. I'm sure it matters, but we want the basically we want the FAT32, FAT32 format size. So we'll go ahead and exit, and then we're going to go to raspberrypi.org. to download the noobs software. So we're going to download zip, and if you have basically I can make this super easy on myself. Download the noobs lite. It only takes a few minutes, but you need an Ethernet cord, and rather than unhooking that from my big computer, my actual PC, and plugging it into the Raspberry Pi, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to do noobs offline and network install. I'm actually not sure if you can use Wi-Fi in the install. If you can, I could do the network one, but I'm not sure if you can, so I'm going to do the offline one. It won't make any difference in the way that this video is going to be formatted. So, yep, we'll just let this download. Okay, so now that Noobs is downloaded, we are going to go to my hard drive, downloads. Let's see. We're going to cut it. We want Raspberry Pi, paste it, and wait for a few minutes while it transfers over all those files. Alright, so now that that's done, I don't even think we have to extract them. Except for, I think I just said I don't think we have to extract them, but I don't know why I said that. We're going to extract them. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm just going to get rid of the compressed file. And then we will switch this over to the Raspberry Pi screen. So now that we've got, just to remind you, this is on the SD card, so we'll switch over to the Raspberry Pi screen and install Raspbian. Alright, so one thing that I forgot to do actually is, so we've got, this is, you go to my PC, right? So now here is the SD card. So you're actually going to want to cut all of this and bring it outside of the file. And then you can just delete the file name, because everything that was in that file is now out here. So yeah, it won't actually open that file. It has to be all in, just readily accessible to the Pi, just like this. So we'll go ahead and hit eject.
Alright, so now that I've got the SD card with Raspbian on, I'm just going to slide it into the actual Raspberry Pi. Let's pull it up here so you can see there's a little slot there. It's just underneath the Pi, super easy access without the case, with the case on. I mean, it's also super easy access, I guess. I want to make sure you guys can see that. Anyways, we just slide it in there, and there it's installed. So let's go hook this up to a keyboard. and monitor and a mouse, and yeah, we'll install Raspbian.
Alright, you should get a power light, and there we go. Alright, so it just kind of does its thing real quick. It's initializing noobs, and we are going to click Raspbian. I think there's normally a few more here. I don't know what I did wrong there, but Raspbian's the one we want anyway. So click it, hit install, yes, and now we wait. And just like that, we've got a fresh Raspberry Pi, brand new operating system. So I'm going to hook it up to the Wi-Fi real quick. Alright, so I just cut out that little part of the video where I found my Wi-Fi and typed in the password, and you can see it's connecting here. So we are going to go to the interwebs and make sure our Wi-Fi connection is working. And just like that, we've got ourselves a working Raspberry Pi. So I'm going to show you how to, one last thing of this video, you do a lot of work from the command bar in the Raspberry Pi, and I'm going to show you real quick how to install a audio recording program that I use all the time called Audacity. So we're going to type sudo apt-get install Audacity and hit enter. And so basically, from what I understand, and again, I'm pretty new at the Pi, I just figured I'd do a quick video on showing you how to set it up because I've got a few projects that are going to be using the Pi. Most of your install has to be done from this. Oh, and you can see there, it's asking at the bottom, do you want to continue, yes or no? So I'm going to type yes and enter. But as far as I know, the only software easily installable is stuff it's on a list at on the Raspbian website, and so it's just doing its thing right now. And I'm sure there's a different way. As I learn more, I will hopefully do more videos on that. But right now, we're just going to install a quick program, and then I will show you that it works. Alright, so you can see down there by the command prompt Raspberry Pi, it is done installing Audacity. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take my blue snowball microphone, and I've just plugged it into one of the USB ports, and we are going to run sound and video Audacity. And just like that, now I'm talking into the blue snowball, so I will probably cut the audio from the iPhone and use the blue snowball from here on out. We're almost done with this video anyway. Hopefully you can tell the difference. So yeah, that's about all I got. That is a quick unboxing, as well as how you install Raspbian and install an app. So hopefully you guys learned something. I will be hopefully starting now posting videos much more regularly. I've only got like 10 videos in the last 2 years, and I really want to do something hopefully once a week, if not once a month. I've got the 2 other channels. I'll put a link to the description. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's really all I got. I showed you guys this mostly. It's not turning into a programming computers channel, but like I said, I am going to start integrating hopefully some software into some of my more complex machines that I want to build in the future. So I thought I'd just cover this now, and while I'm learning to program, hopefully I can put out some videos of some simple machines, and then we can do some really cool machines that involve programming later on. So yeah, just watch my voice as I say. Thanks for watching.